How's it going, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Today I actually have quite the banger cooked up for y'all. Spoiler warning, it was a game that it really just wasn't going too well in my favor. I had them popping gens left and right. Chases were lasting like 30 seconds. It just wasn't going well, if I'm being totally honest with you. But at the end, I had an idea. I don't really want to get into what that was, but you guys will see. It was actually a very close game, and it was enjoyable for me to play, and I think it might be enjoyable for you guys to watch. For whatever reason, the version of me from about 2 hours ago that I no longer am made a mistake. Somehow I managed to forget to turn the game audio down, so you might not be able to hear me in certain parts. I apologize. Alright, so I am so excited to get in today's serving of Survivor Shenanigans, and it just so happens that we actually just got the Freddy map, so you know what, this is going to be quite fun. Can't wait. I'd also like to apologize for no face cam as of today. If I'm going to be completely honest, I'm absolutely looking chopped right now, so that's just why there's no camera. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Give me an actual chase, come on. Bring it on, bring it on. So she's gonna take me this way. She's not gonna make that. Oh, she does make that. Okay, so alright, so she just knows how to play it too well. So I'm just gonna let her go. She's perfectly fine, honestly. Biggest concern that I have is these generators over here. So we have to keep in mind that there were two of them actually on a generator at one point. So that means that the other one has likely already rotated to a nearby generator. But it's not this one. And it's not this one. So that leads me to believe that they are likely somewhere else on the map. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the opposite direction, like for example, maybe number 7. And as expected, they were. So I'm going to pop that this direction just to scare them, so I run her this way. Take that hit right there, that pallet is blocked off, it is no longer blocked off. She is running into God knows where. She just, I somehow don't get that hit. I think she's hacking. Like, looking back at that footage, it looks like she just sped up there. I don't even know.
Yo, so this is me while I'm editing. And I'm looking back at that footage right now, and like, you cannot tell me that she was not hacking. Like, there is no way in hell that she got a speed boost like that and wasn't hacking, because that's not sprint burst right there. If she was running like that, she was not going to get her exhausted back. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that the survivor was hacking after looking back at this footage. Like, there is just, like, let me run that back for y'all.
You know what, that's fine, because at the end of the day, I got one injured, and that's good pressure, so I know that they're going to have to be healing in that direction over there. We're just going to have to get back on this cave, we're just going to push it. So I hit the killer the red stain there very well. She's going to get this flashlight save, so I'm going to just guess which way she's going. I was almost completely perfectly on the mark, dude. And I get that hit right there. Is there a basement in here? I can't tell. There is a basement in here. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good, especially for a K like this. I really needed a basement hook on her. I can't even lie. Alright, so we're just going to plop her ass right down here. Put her pretty ass right here on a hook right here. Get out of my game. Oh my god. She got a, what is it, ooh in her name? Or is that a set of eyeballs? I can't really tell. Hopefully this isn't one of those ooh bitches, bro. I ain't trying to. Honestly, that's one undetectable from over here. Take my undetectable, going through 5. And they're just going to do a gen, okay. They're not just going to do a gen, alright. Well, it looks like we got sack pallets, so as long as I just camp this window, she is speeding, oh my god. So just take that right there. Oh my god, I missed it by a hair, dude. Alright, so this pallet over here has already been played, and she knows it, so she's just going to push the next one. Take that hit right there. I've got her with the axe 2 times. Oh my god. Alright, so let's see if I can find a scourge hook over here. I actually can, so that's just great pressure for me, because I imagine that they're doing gen somewhere. Let's just go ahead and plop her on a hook right here. This is great. She's exactly the person I would want to tunnel if I got to tunnel anybody. So we're just going to go ahead and rotate over here. Chances are they're going to take that way. What if? No! Okay. Okay, so I have to lock in, dude. I'm making too many risky moves. So chances are they're just gonna go ahead and hop right back on that gen over there. I don't remember which door. I think it was this one. I think it was this one. So I was kind of factual, kind of infactual. I don't really know. I'm not too sure where they would have ran off to, but chances are they're giving her a heal as we speak. I was right. So that means they're nearby at least. So I should be seeing scratch marks somewhere here soon. Take this away. They pop another generator. This is just not good pressure. At least we know the Kate's over here. So let's just go ahead and get on that. So we're gonna have him over here, but I know the Kate's this way. Exactly. Exactly. I gotta be careful here because she could try to loot me for like 3 seconds. Alright, so she saw that coming before it even happened. On this, get this hit right here. Take that right there. And we get back on Kate. We get back on Kate. For sure, we get back on Kate. Unless this hit right here is just free to me, which it might be, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the Scourge Hook. We'll find Kate later, I'm sure. The issue is that Kate is fully healed and she does kind of know how to move, so I'm not really trying to play around with too much.
Oh, DBD, where was my axe, dude?
I really should have just got rid of that pallet, dude, but I did not know that's possible. Alright, so I can clearly do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna take my speed boost, get on the Kate. Get on the Kate for sure. So she's gonna run out. It's gonna be a big mistake if she does, because I know I can hit that pallet for sure. I'll take my speed boost. Run back this way. Get that hit in the pallet is great for me. She's gonna get that flashlight save whether I'm not, so I might as well just take my pallet. Let's just go ahead and get her out of the game. Honestly, I think my only chance is if I get her out of the game and I just snowball from there. That's really all I can do. I'm sure I can get at least 2 people out of this. This is just not going too well. This is why I quit playing the game. This is actually just why I quit playing the game. This is why I quit playing right here. They got a 2-man on the gen. I'll stay on this right here. I have no choice but to stay on it. Alright, that was just a waste, but at least I can get these. He can't do anything about it if I can corrupt in this direction right here. And then I just put her on that right here. I get on him and then just fucking out and take whatever we can get. If I can down him near this door right here, that is the best solution for me. So I take that right here. He's gonna run away from that door. That's about as I expected. So he's gonna run me towards main, which is really not good because he's gonna be able to make that door. Chances are they already have the other door 99 if they don't have it on the way there. So he's gonna be able to lose this 100%. I have not touched it. So I'm just gonna try to mind game this right here so you guys know choice we can play it. I don't know what happened to my game. I don't know what happened. And that just literally went through nothing. There's a invisible hit. Oh, okay. Just wait till I get the axe back. I can't hit him. It's over. Alright, here we go. This is where my pressure begins for sure. What was that? What was it? Okay, I only get one. I only get one of them. Oh man. Alright, so imagine I had Haywire. So I see why Haywire is considered a really good perk for Springtrap. And if I had had that perk right here, they would have had nobody get out. I would have gotten the 4K. I had them all down, which was great for me. But in reality, there was no way I was getting anybody besides the Claudette. Just because the second that they were open, there was really no one. I knew at least one was getting out. I thought I might get 2 if I think very quickly, but then I kind of realized there's not much for me to do here. So the team played really well. I have to say, I have to give it to them. They played really well. I dropped my controller here. Kind of curious to see what they had. So this was kind of your average team. This was not a crazy team or anything, but I have to give it to, they obviously had cons. But yeah, I had a lot of fun this game, regardless of whether you consider what just happened a win or a loss. I consider it a draw. At the end of the day, they powered the exit gates, so that makes it kind of more of a win on their side. Kind of see the snowball potential. Had I kind of locked that down a little bit sooner, maybe some more would have happened. The only issue is I just didn't have a way to stop the gates. And if I had I brought Haywire, the escape doors would have just started regressing, so I would have won there. But it is what it is. I had a lot of fun. I know these survivors probably didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and call that a video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.